Better begins with the way we see each other. Better begins with the way we treat each other. Better begins with the way we care for each other. Better begins at Aspirus Health, bringing out the better in all of us.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Duluth FC Soccer, sponsored by Aspirus St. Luke's, Sears Aircraft, and VW Duluth, here on the iFan Sports Network, alongside my producer, engineer, and all-around just great guy, Craig Morrissey. This is Matt Johnson, coming to you live from Walt Hunting Stadium and Marv Heikkinen Field here in Duluth, where there's the Twin Ports Cup here for 2026 as the Blue Greens return to action here, taking on the Superior City FC Beacons here in this contest from Duluth. The Blue Greens coming into this cup contest tonight against their local rivals, sitting at 2-0-2 in the MPSL North Conference through 4 games. That gives them 8 points so far here in the conference race. Will Meinstrom in his first season at the helm of Duluth FC. The Blue Greens turning the field today after not having played for the last week, when they rallied from a 1-0 deficit and being a man down to draw Minnesota Blizzard FC 1-1 right here with yours truly at Walt Hunting Stadium and Marv Heikkinen Field in Duluth on the call. That was a contest that was quite interesting. The first half didn't go particularly well for the Blue Greens, but they were able to rebound the second half and pull out a point in that contest against the Blizzard. In that contest, the Blue Greens, like I said, had to fight through a tough opening half as the Blizzard broke out on top in the first half. 25th minute in, when Liam Kaur of the Minnesota Blizzard scored to give the Blizzard a 1-0 lead that will last through the opening 45 minutes. The situation became even more difficult for Duluth FC later in that first half when Roy Nazawa picked up his second yellow card in the opening half in the 33rd minute, therefore getting the cumulative red card and leaving the Blue Greens down not only 1-0 on the scoreboard, but also playing 10-11 for the rest of the evening. Even with those difficulties, the Blue Greens managed to rally back and even up the game, however, in the 65th minute when Akeem Sulemana netted his second goal of the season off of a helper from Seth Davidson to jump the contest at 1-1. From there, both teams pressed for a potential game winner before settling for a draw and each getting a point in the MPSL North Conference standings. Augustine Warno went all the way in goal for the Blue Greens and is still searching for her first victory of the season. 2 draws and 2 appearances so far for Warno this season for Duluth FC. And with that draw, Duluth FC has now scored 11 goals on the season while having given up just 2 through their first 4 games, of the campaign. Meanwhile, Superior City, the Beacons coming in here 1-4-2 in the UPSL Midwest West Conference. They have 5 points. Isaac Beckett and Alfie Hood, the co-head coaches for the Beacons. They have already played 7 games this season, has Superior City, including playing Minnesota Twin Stars to a 1-1 draw in their last contest, a contest that was played on Saturday across the bridge at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium in Superior. The Beacons entered today's contest sitting in 10th place in the Midwest West with 3 games remaining on their 2026 schedule. They've netted 10 goals on the season and have gotten those 10 goals from 10 different players, so a lot of different scores so far this season for the Beacons. Defensively, Superior City has surrendered 18 goals so far here in 2026, and their roster actually features a lot of familiar faces for those of you who have been keeping track of Duluth FC for many years, including Felipe Oliveira. You might not see him tonight. He's dressing tonight, but he's not in the starting lineup. You might remember he was the Blue Green's leading scorer last year in helping Duluth FC win the MPSL North Conference title last season. Braden Folda, former Blue Green, starting in goal tonight for the Beacons. Harry Ambler also in the lineup tonight. Mally Lumsden also part of the program here. And there are a host of other familiar faces that play at both St. Scholastica and UW Superior as well. So a lot of local players on the Superior C squad. So it should make for a very interesting ball game here tonight. These two teams know each other very well, both the coaching staffs, obviously, and also the players, the coaching staffs. Isaac Beckett and Alfie Hudd along with Zach Tiemeyer, by the way, a former UWS Yellow Jacket. Those three are all Yellow Jackets. And, of course, we've talked about this before. Will Mindstrom, also a former Yellow Jacket. Those guys were all teammates at UW Superior for a number of years. So a lot of familiarity between these two sides, and it should make for a very entertaining contest here tonight between the Blue Greens and the Beacons. We've had some weather difficulties as well before we get this one underway. Mother Nature stepped in, and we had a full-out downpour with complete with thunder and lightning about 25 minutes back. The two teams were a little late getting out for the warm-up session, therefore, and as a result, they pushed back the opening kick for this one to about 7:15, so that's the reason. Is it now 7:10? Okay, they keep changing it on me. Okay. So 7:10, they said 7:15 on the PA. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, we have a delay. Thanks, Craig. I appreciate that. Anyway, we've had some difficulties with the weather here to start. That's the big point. So kickoff is going to be pushed back, a few minutes, but that doesn't mean we won't get soccer in here tonight. So sit back, relax. Should be a good broadcast here tonight. Hopefully the weather will hold off the rest of the way, and we'll be able to get this Twin Ports Cup for 2026 and a full 90 minutes in between the two sides before the evening ends here in Duluth. So that's the story here, is the Blue Greens and the Beacons completing their warm-up paces here before we get this one underway. And with that being the case, we'll take a quick audio break and then come back here, throw things down to the field for the introduction of the two teams, the playing of the national anthem, then the opening kick of this Twin Ports Cup match between Duluth FC and Superior City FC. That'll be coming up in a few minutes, so stick around for that. This is Duluth FC Soccer, sponsored by Aspira St. Luke's, Sears Aircraft, and VW Duluth on the iFan Sports Network.
It was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big figures go, it was bigger than most, with a crew.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for braving the conditions and Mother Nature and making it out to Walt Hunting Stadium for the 2026 edition of the Twin Ports Cup. And a huge thank you to Duluth City Council President Lynn Nephew and Mayor of Superior Jim Payne for walking out with our two teams tonight. This entire evening is one massive celebration of everything soccer can be here in the Northland. And for being here, you all are a part of what our brand of the greatest game in the world can be. We'll begin with the starting 11 for the visitors tonight in Superior City. Wearing the number 2 from London, England, Alec Pyra. Wearing the number 4 from Duluth, Minnesota, William Francis. Wearing the number 7 from Duluth, Minnesota, Cameron Ross. Wearing the number 8 from Duluth East High School, London Flohog. Wearing the number 12 from London, England, Harry Williams. Wearing the number 15 from Wendover, England, Freddie Watson. Wearing the number 19 from Cloquet, Minnesota, Ryan Tomshe. Wearing the number 20 from Reading, England, Harry Ambler. Wearing the number 21 from Hermantown, Minnesota, Hunter Nelson. The goalkeeper this evening for Superior City, wearing the number 25 from Hermantown, Braden Folda. And your Superior City captain for the evening from Duluth, Minnesota, wearing the number 3, Nick Braun. Superior City are coached by Alfie Hudd and Isaac Beckett. In the red corner, the challengers, Superior City FC. And now, for your hosts, wearing the number 5 from Watlington, England, Jacob Wiles. Wearing the number 6 from Barcelona, Spain, Paul Saez. Wearing the number 7 from Saarbrücken, Germany, Akin Sulemana. Wearing the number 9 from Sartell, Minnesota, Seth Davidson. Wearing the number 11 from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, João Magalhães. Wearing the number 14 from Vitória, Brazil, Gabriel Rossman. Wearing the number 18 from Duluth, Minnesota, Parker Chasty. Wearing the number 20 from Buenos Aires, Argentina, Manu Lorenzo. Wearing number 21 from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Aaron Gorham. The goalkeeper this evening for Duluth FC from River Falls, Wisconsin, wearing the number 25, Henry Ruland. And your Blue-Green captain for the evening from Glasgow, Scotland, number 4, Nathan Porter. Duluth FC are head coached by William Monstrom. In the blue corner, your defending Twin Ports Cup champs, Duluth FC. We now ask that you please rise if you are able and remove your rain-soaked hats and face the flag for the playing of our nation's national anthem. again time to see the Twin Ports finest do battle on the shores of Lake Superior. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Twin Ports Cup time. Let's play soccer!
So the national anthem has been played. The two teams have been introduced. All the pregame festivities for this Twin Ports Cup of 2026 are closed for now, and we are moments away from getting this one underway between the Blue Greens and the Beacons. Matt Johnson alongside Craig Morrissey and the rest of our crew here at iFan Sports. Thanking you for joining us here on what has been a stormy day here in the Twin Ports of Duluth and Superior. A lot of rain, a lot of lightning, a lot of storms around the area. We had full-out conditions of downpour rain before the game started, about a half hour actually before we were scheduled for kickoff. It finally came to an end. A lot of, like I said, thunder and lightning in the area, but right now the rain is holding off. We do have completely cloudy skies, a lot of fog in the area as well. Temperatures for this one in the, I would say, mid, maybe upper 50s. That might be being generous, but either way, we're getting ready for this one. The two teams in the Twin Ports Cup here for 2026. Duluth FC will be in the blue jerseys, navy blue jerseys with the green shorts going from left to right in this opening 45 minutes. The visitors from across the bridge at Superior City will be in the white jerseys with the red shorts. They'll be going from right to left in this opening half. Quick reminder, by the way, our next MPSL broadcast for Duluth FC will come this coming Saturday as the Blue Greens take on the Sioux Falls Thunder for the first time here in 2026. 4 p.m. the opening kick here from Walt Hunting Stadium. 3:45 the pregame with yours truly as the Blue Greens look to continue their unbeaten run in MPSL North action here to begin 2026. In the meantime, the Blue Greens getting ready to break their huddle. The Beacons huddled at first, broke their huddle, now they're huddling again here. The two teams meeting up here for the one and only time, of course, here in 2026. Duluth FC on their side of things, changing a few things in the lineup. The back line a little bit different, although they are starting their normal attacking group up front. Seth Davidson will start alongside Joao Magalhaes for the Blue Greens. Gabriel Rossman also getting a start tonight. Paul Saez is going to slide into the central defensive spot, normally manned by Joseph Wilson. Meanwhile, we will have Parker Chasty on the right side. Nathan Porter, the team captain, will be on the left. So a couple of changes in the back. Manu Lorenzo also steps in the starting lineup here tonight. Aaron Gorham also getting a start for the Blue Greens in this one. And they'll be trying to score against Superior City goalkeeper Braden Folda, who actually spent last season with Duluth FC. There's a lot of crossover between these two teams in terms of personalities. A lot of these players know each other extremely well. So it's going to be an interesting ball game here tonight. Gabriel Rossman standing over the ball at midfield here for Duluth FC. We are waiting our opening whistle. And there it is, and we are officially underway here. Duluth FC in Superior City as Jacob Wiles for Duluth FC will send this ball deep. Twin Ports Cup 2026 underway here. Pretty good crowd considering the weather conditions. It was very, very stormy, as I mentioned, about a half hour before the two teams were able to warm up on the field. We were not quite sure if we were going to get this one in tonight for a bit there, but the weather has passed us by now, at least the severe part of it for now. And like I said, hopefully it will hold off the rest of the evening here as Parker Chasty, Duluth native, will send it all the way back for Jacob Wiles, and now the Blue Greens will work it from the back. Paul Saez, who normally plays a holding midfielder role, like I said, stepping into that central defender role alongside Jacob Wiles for the Blue Greens here to start this one. Here's Gabriel Rossman. Rossman, who got a start against Minnesota Blizzard last time out, will play it now near side, and the Blue Greens will knock the ball around a little bit here. Duluth FC, a team that excels in possession. Here's Akeem Sulemana. 2 goals on the season for him. The Blue Greens have scored 11 so far here through their first 4 games. Have given up just 2. The Beacons, meanwhile, have scored 10 while giving up 18 through their first 7 games here in 2026, as we'll have it thrown up on the far side of the field. It's going to be flicked up in the air by London Flohog. Duluth native on this squad here for the Beacons of Superior City, and he'll send it now near side, headed away now by Parker Chasty for Duluth FC. Mano Lorenzo will play it back now. Here's Jacob Wiles angling a ball far side of the field, looking for Sulemana. And that one will be headed away on that far side by Cameron Ross. We'll have a throw coming up here for Duluth FC. 2nd minute here, just underway. I guess if there's one advantage to this, there's not a lot of wind right now, which is not always the case here on this field. As Jacob Wiles now near side. Here's Parker Chasty. Chasty playing it back now. Lorenzo. All 11 Beacons behind the ball here for this one. As here's Sulemana now. Porter making a run up the far side. Sulemana with those quick feet making a move to the right. Clearing attempt. And now it'll be played wide and out of play. Harry Williams, the native of London, England, playing that out for Superior City. And a throw now here for Duluth FC captain Nathan Porter. Here's Rossman. Magalhaes. Playing it wide now, Lorenzo. Near side down, Aaron Gorham and the Blue Greens now, who have had all of possession here for the first 2.5 minutes. Play it now, here's Magalhaes. Stepping centrally, now he'll send it outside for Sulemana. Sulemana now, bending a ball inside. That one skips off the head. There's Freddie Watson. Now Chasty in the middle for Seth Davidson and his header. Sent wide of the far post. It'll be our first goal kick here for Braden Fulda. Like I said, he spent last season with Duluth FC in a reserve role. Trained with the team all year. Didn't get a chance to see the field for Duluth FC in 2025. But he gets to start here tonight for Superior City in this Twin Ports Cup here of 2026 as Porter. Playing it back, and now Paul Saez. They have a Barcelona, Spain. Will send it to the near side for Parker Chasty. Now Gorham on the right side. Saez now. Sulemana. Lorenzo on the right foot. Flips it over the top. And Porter let it go. I think he thought that Magalhaes is going to make the run up that left side. Let it go, and it's out now for a Superior City throw. Duluth FC right now, second place in the MPSL North with 8 points. Sorry, that's Duluth FC. That's in second place. Superior City's in 10th place in Midwest West, and we will now have a free kick here for the Beacons. 4 minutes, 20 seconds into this one. First time the Beacons have really had the ball here so far, nearly 5 minutes into this one. Lofting free kick into the area. And here's a shot attempt off the bar. Good look there. Really good look for Harry Williams. Skims the crossbar with that attempt on the right foot. So the first chance of the game, really good chance of the game, goes to the Beacons. Duluth FC now will break out off the goal kick. Here's Rossman. Playing it wide now. Joao Magalhaes. Goes out of play. Throw here for Duluth FC. Finds its way now for Seth Davidson. Davidson for the Blue Greens. Rossman now switching the field. Looking for Gorham near side. Headed away by Freddie Watson. And it'll go out of play. It'll be a throw now coming up here for the Blue Greens. Parker Chasey will take it. Manuel Lorenzo now for Paul Saez in the middle. Now ball the outside for Magalhaes, and he gets tripped up. Ball called on Superior City, and it'll be a free kick now for the Blue Greens. Magalhaes a little slow in getting back up. And we'll have a free kick here coming up for the Blue Greens. As we're in the 7th minute now so far, no score. And the flagpole completely limp across the way, so wind will not play a factor on this particular free kick, at least for now. Yeah, Sulemana stands over at the Blue Greens right now. 5 players bunching in the 18-yard area as Magalhaes walks his way into the 18. And Sulemana sends the ball in. Volleyed away now by the right foot of Harry Ambler. And it'll come down near side. And this one goes out of play now. There'll be a throw here coming up Team captain Nick Braun will take this one here. And Parker Chasty, his college teammate, will volley that one out. Like I said, a lot of crossover between these two teams. Plenty of St. Scholastica and UW Superior players on this pitch, both ways, by the way. Jacob Wiles, one of them there, stepping inside against his former college teammate, Ryan Tomsky. And now we're going to have the ball brought back. I think we're going to have a free kick here. Looks like Alec Pyler will take this free kick. Freddie Watson actually will line this one up. Completed his college career at UW Superior this past fall, helping the Yellow Jackets to an 8th straight NCAA tournament. He stands on this one with the left foot. Bending ball by Freddie Watson, and that carries over the top of everybody. It'll be a goal kick now coming up here for Duluth FC. Talked about all the back and forth between these two teams. Here's Parker Chasty. Plays for his father Barry at St. Scholastica, now plays it in the middle, and the Blue Greens will switch it all the way over to the far side. Paul Sayas now for Duluth FC. Gains the midline, will play it to the far side now, Joao Magalhaes. Sayas now switching the field for Aaron Gorham. And this one will go out of play now near side. Throw coming up. This matchup last year, Duluth FC won it by the score of 3-0. That game was played later in the season for the Blue Greens, so a lot of reserves saw time in that contest. Game was played right here on this very field with yours truly on the call. Gabriel Rossman now for Duluth FC. He'll swing it now into the near side. Manu Lorenzo on the right foot. Sulemana. Rossman as they swing it now for Magalhaes. Rossman for Gorham. Touch let him down a little bit there. He's ranging now to the right and clearing his Ambler. Harry Ambler, a former Blue Green as well. Chasty. Now Sulemana coming inside. Hakeem Sulemana tried to play it for Seth Davidson. Couldn't get a flick on it. And now here's Jacob Wiles heading it down on the clearing attempt. Picked up by Sayas. Sayas now for the Blue Greens. Magalhaes. Joao Magalhaes. Plays it wide now for Sulemana. Hakeem Sulemana. Lorenzo. Flicked by Magalhaes. Now Gorham. Aaron Gorham. Chasty. Continuing on now for Paul Sayas as the Blue Greens work the ball back and forth. So looking for that penetrating run. The Beacons holding the high line of the 18. Here's Magalhaes now. Clipping it in. Back post. Headed down. Ambler will clear for Superior City. Sulemana, heavy touch. Tomsky now trying to take over here for Superior City. And now Wiles will try to run this one down. He'll play it all the way back for Ruland. Henry Ruland getting the start for Duluth FC in Golden Knight. His first start of the season. And now here's a wayward touch there by Sayas, and it didn't matter anyway. There was going to be an offside flag whistled against the Beacons. Far side of the field. Free kick here coming up for Duluth FC. Ruland, the third goalkeeper on the squad after Augustin Morneau and Alex Paredes. As Rossman now off the restart. Clips it over the top. Looking for Magalhaes on the run, and that one's going to skip out of play. The field is very wet, so there is going to be plenty of skipping of the ball here tonight. And the throw coming up now. Watson's going to give it up here, it looks like, for Nick Braun. Throw comes in for Francis, goes over the top of him, and it'll come all the way back now. Jacob Wiles. Sulemana now on the turn. Duluth FC has had the vast majority of possession here. Nearly 12 minutes into this opening half. Twin Ports Cup 2026, no score. As Joao Magalhaes. Nathan Porter will lay it back now. Paul Saez for the Blue Greens. Now Aaron Gorham. Magalhaes. Seth Davidson. And it gets poked off his foot out of play. It's going to be a throw now for the Beacons. Looks like Braun will take this one. It's been a pretty calm start to this one so far. Duluth FC. Expected to have plenty of the ball here tonight, and they have done so far, nearly a quarter hour in. This throw now comes in, and now trying to turn and go. Here's Seth Davidson. Davidson now trying to come inside. Davidson had Magalhaes with him, had the ball taken off of his foot. Now Watson, and that one tackled out of play by Manu Lorenzo. Best scoring chance came in the first couple of minutes off the right foot of Harry Williams. Left one there, skimmed the crossbar off a free kick. Other than that, it's been basically played between the 18s here so far. A bit more in Superior City territory, but again, not a whole lot of offense here so far. As we're into the 14th minute now officially from Walt Hunting Stadium. In the meantime, Paul Saez now will go back into the 18. And Duluth FC will swing it to the wide side now for Paul Saez. Porter to the right side. Lorenzo now has some space in front of him. Gains the midfield stripe and will now play it back for Wiles. A lot of touches so far for the back four for the Blue Greens. Superior City playing bunched up in the middle a little bit, trying to cut down the space. There's Manu Lorenzo now laying it back for Parker Chasty. Chasty had that one taken away by his college teammate Will Francis. Now comes back for Wiles. And Wiles now will switch it all the way back to the other side of the field. Joao Magalhaes trying to make a speed move, slid away. Good defensive play there by the Beacons. Throw coming up here now for Superior City. Hunter Nelson trying to go forward. Throw taken. Off the head now of a Beacon player, and into the 18 it'll be grabbed by Ruland. Henry Ruland laying it off now. Here's Jacob Wiles. Wiles. Now for Parker Chasty. Check it. Chasty coming right side. That was Gabriel Rossman who got the touch on that one. Here's Saez. Sulemana. Parker Chasty. Chasty's got some room. I'll play it off for the run. Then the flick back for Lorenzo. Gorham trying to step through. Aaron Gorham coming in deep. Now in the middle. Here's a shot attempt by Seth Davidson. Cleared off the line, and that will go out of play. And the first real foray for the Blue Greens into the 18. It's a good look from the Blue Greens. Seth Davidson getting the shot away, cleared off the line by the Beacons, and we remain scoreless in the 16th minute here. Fulda will take the goal kick here. Gives it a ride toward midfield. Chasty. Half volley now. Ambler with the left foot. Chasty, and now it'll go out of play, and we'll have a throw here coming up now for the Beacons. Braun will take it. Freddie Watson trying to settle. Paul Saez now poking it away. From Hunter Nelson out to the far side of the field, and we will have a foul called here on the Blue Greens. Free kick here now for Spear City, far side of the field. Pirate taking the free kick, and Rulin will come and grab that one off of his in the middle of his 18, excuse me. Came off of his line to grab it. Now he'll roll it for Jacob Wiles. And now Parker Chasty, who has room in front of him. Wiles now to the far side. Here's Gabriel Rossman. Rossman for the Blue Greens. Paul Saez. Now Wiles will swing it right side, Sulemana. Hakeem Sulemana on the run. Has the overlapping run by Gorham. Comes to the 18. Crosses it into the 18. A lot of bodies in there, and the Beacon's able to clear it away from danger. Now Francis coming forward. Wiles will head it wide now for Saez. And Saez will go all the way back now for his goalkeeper, Rulin, who comes out of his 18 and will play it for his college teammate, Jacob Wiles. 19th minute, no score as of yet. Pinports Cup 2026 as Rossman dancing his way in front of the Superior City goal. Or excuse me, bench. Now plays it off for Magalhaes. Joao Magalhaes on the right foot. Joao Magalhaes trying to step through. Now Lorenzo picks off an outlet pass from the Beacons. And Blue Greens coming back again with Magalhaes. Saez, and that's a light foul call, but he gets the whistle. Free kick here coming up now for Superior City. Braden Full, the starting keeper for the Beacons, will take this free kick as we approach 20 minutes now. No score as of yet. Like I said, nice crowd considering the weather conditions all day. Cold and rainy, very foggy. Off the free kick now. Here's Ambler. Harry Ambler. And he'll send a ball into the Blue Greens 18. Will be scooped up by Ruland. No, Parker Chasty. Chasty to the far side for Paul Saez. Porter. Magalhaes now on the run. Ball's popped up in the air now. Rossman with Francis on his back, and we'll have a free kick now for Duluth FC. Haven't turned on the lights as of yet here. I think they will be coming relatively soon. Porter clipping it over the top of the left foot and cleared away by the Beacons again, far side of the field. Now Lorenzo, Aaron Gorham on the right foot. Now it changes to his left. Cuts inside. Square ball. Nathan Porter. Naval Glasgow, Scotland. He'll play it well wide. And now Lorenzo. Wiles coming forward now for the Blue Greens. Lorenzo now for Paul Saez. Rossman does well to pick out Gorham, right wing. Gorham cutting inside. Plays up the middle for Rossman. Now Francis. And that one will go out of play. We Duluth FC throw here. Rossman now coming forward. Sulemana. And now it's knocked away there. Superior City doing a good job holding their shape here so far. They're playing a back five. Just the one striker out on top. It's running a lot of possession here. As Magalhaes now. Chasty. And his touch is off the mark. Near side. Duluth FC having a hard time breaking it down here. Again, the Beacons right now pretty much defending with all 11 in the back. Brown will take the throw here nearly midway through this opening 45 minutes. No score. Throw comes in now. Here's Rossman. Magaleas will turn. Plays it wide now for Sulemana. Tracking him is Hunter Nelson. Now Porter. Rossman. Nice ball outside for Sulemana. Flag stays down. Sulemana trying to cross it in toward the 6. That one knocked away by the Beacons. And now ball forward. Rossman. Playing alongside Francis, and now the Beacons trying to break out the other direction. And Wiles now. Hits it over the top. Flag goes up. Magaleas a half step off. And it'll be a free kick here coming up for Superior City. Blue Greens, as I mentioned, will be next in action this coming Saturday the 13th, taking on Sioux Falls Thunder right here at Walt Hunting Stadium. Afternoon ball game here with yours truly on the call. 4 p.m. the opening kick, 3:45 the pregame here on the iFan Sports Network. Yeah, Svola gets into this one with the right foot. Saez heading it forward. Now Magaleas chesting it in the middle. Here's Mano Lorenzo. And gets run over from behind by London Flohog. Played his high school soccer at Duluth East, up the road about 5-6 miles. And off the restart. Rossman to the outside now for Sulemana, and another offside call. Forthcoming as the flag goes up right side. Been a pretty calm game here so far. Braden Folda's free kick. Sulemana. Seth Davidson trying to head it back. Overshot his target. Magaleas will run it down, however, and now it's Parker Chasty. Manu Lorenzo. Magaleas, who's come to the right side. Gorham on the wing. Playing the position normally manned by Mateus Valsecki for Duluth FC. Now it's Magaleas. Parker Chasey to the outside. Manu Lorenzo. Rossman turning. Back outside, Magaleas. Lofting the ball in the middle. Here's Davidson rising up, and he heads it over the top of the bar. Got inside. Beat Harry Williams to the spot, but left the header over the top of the bar, and it'll be a goal kick here for Fulda. Superior City doing a nice job so far, like I said, of holding their shape in the back. 5 defenders right now for the Beacons. Duluth FC, a team that possesses the ball a lot. That's their style of play. And Superior City doing the smart thing right now, I think. Trying to play behind the ball. Keep everything out in front. Make sure all 11 are understanding their assignments defensively. And so far, so good if you're the Beacons in that regard. There's Paul Saez. To the near side now, Manu Lorenzo. Aaron Gorham. Sulemana. Gorham now. Now back outside for Akeem Sulemana. Sulemana inside out move against Freddie Watson, and that one will go out. It'll be a throw here coming up. Throw for Lorenzo. Now Sulemana. Lorenzo taking toward the end line. Tried to cross it in, and it'll go out of play. And we'll have a corner kick here coming up for Duluth FC, their first of the contest. 27th minute here, this opening half. No score.
This Duluth FC corner kick is driven by Volkswagen of Duluth. What keeps us running?
Sulemana with a quick start. Team Sulemana now. Left-footed cross comes in. Ambler getting a foot to it. Now Saez will hit it back for Lorenzo. Manu Lorenzo. Back post. Headed out. And now cleared by the Beacons toward midfield. And Paul Saez will run this one down now for Duluth FC on the right foot. Now he'll play it back to the far side. Aaron Gorham now. Rossman. Lorenzo. Rossman with some space now. Magaleas cutting inside. Parker chased him. We're going to have a whistle and a foul called here against Superior City. Free kick here coming up for the Blue Greens. 35 yards away from Braden Foldel's goal to my right. Magaleas with the quick restart now. Here's Nathan Porter. Rossman playing it off, and the touch a little heavy there for his fellow countrymen. The two Brazilians trying to link up on that one from Magaleas on that right side. And the pass just a little bit too heavy. Folda will have a goal kick here coming up now for the Beacons. Approaching the half-hour mark of the opening 45, no score. As Folda with the goal kick. Well, one over there by Rossman. Now, foul called as London Flowhog hit the deck. Free kick here for Superior City. They'll next be in action on this coming Sunday, taking on Union de Bateau FC across the bridge at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium for a 3 p.m. opening kick over at SCCU. So both teams will be at home for their next contest. We're both returning to league play as Ambler standing over this one now on the right foot. Ambler sing that one over the top. And that header now will go wide. Flag went up on the far side. It would have been offside anyway against the Beacons. Flag is still up, and now they're going to let play go on here as Rulin ran that one down on the end line. So no harm, no foul. Now here's Rossman. Gorham. Here's Lorenzo. Flicking it back, Sulemana, edge of the 18. Hakeem Sulemana, and now he goes down. Freddie Watson going to be whistled on that one. Free kick at the edge of the 18 here, right side for Duluth FC. Free kick on the right side now. Nathan Porter here for the Blue Greens. Two-man wall consisting of Tomshe and Watson here for Folda. Left-footed ball now. Back post, heading it up, and sending it wide was Davidson. And Superior City will have a free kick. And now it looks like we are having a delay of some sort here.
At this time, the referee has ordered a stoppage to the match as lightning has been detected in the vicinity. The match will resume 30 minutes from the nearest lightning strike. And at this time, we ask that all fans, you are now required to vacate the stadium due to the threat of lightning. We do not want anyone to get struck by a lightning bolt. We ask that you please find shelter or make your way to your cars at this time. Do not worry. Everyone will be readmitted. Once the lightning danger has left the area, we will start a 30-minute countdown from now, as we hope to get this game going back again at around 8:25. Thank you all so much.
All right, so I think our PA announcer here tonight, Xavier Walt, explained that pretty well. I don't have to add any elaboration on that. We have a delay now, a lightning delay, our first one of the night. We were hoping that we would not have to go through this, but it appears we will. So in the meantime, we will take a quick break. Again, we're in the 31st minute here, scoreless, between Duluth FC, the Blue Greens, and the Navy, as I've been informed now, of Superior City. So we will take an extended break here, come back in about a half hour. Stick around. Hopefully you'll be with us here. Hopefully we'll get the rest of this game in, for that matter. Lights are on. And so far, like I said, it's been pretty clear, but our center referee detecting lightning in the air, so we will have by law and by rule, by the way, a 30-minute delay, and then we will continue. If there is more lightning in the air, we will continue to have delays. Hopefully we'll get this one in, but in the meantime, 31 minutes just about elapsed scoreless in this Twin Ports Cup for 2026 between Duluth FC and Superior City FC. And hopefully we'll get this game started sooner rather than later. In the meantime, stick with us here. This again, Duluth FC Soccer, sponsored by Spira St. Luke's, Sears Aircraft, and VW Duluth on the iFan Sports Network. Matt Johnson alongside Craig Morrissey back here at Walt Hunting Stadium. And to say that things have not gotten better, they've gotten worse would be an understatement. Right now we have torrential rainfall, as you may see on your screens there, folks. Technically we're in the 31st minute. Now it's really picking up. I will say this, Craig and I and the rest of us up here are not going to be leaving this press box anytime soon. It is absolutely pouring. And the upshot of that is, since there's a lot of lightning in the area also, the odds are that we were probably going to have to wait another hour is what we're being told. And the coaching staffs of both teams have just said, well, we think we'll call a night, half-hour soccer played. Of course, this will not go down as an official result. And in fact, this game will hopefully, after this postponement, which is coming up here tonight, will be rescheduled sometime in the future. You can check the social media pages for both Duluth FC and Superior FC. In the meantime, Craig and I are kind of sitting here, and Craig, you haven't jumped on the headset yet, but boy, this is as impressive a torrential downpour as I think I've seen here at this stadium. I mean, I've seen some things in my 16, 17-year broadcasting career, but this is right up there.
I was going to say, yes, this has got pretty good capital S on storm. We got a front seat window here to the lightning display. And
yeah, there's about 10 or 15 of us that are basically trapped up here right now. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to turn down equipment and then haul out in the rain.
No, and none of us are in any big hurry to get out of here. But the upshot is this game has been officially postponed. The clock is running, and it will run all the way down, and that'll be it for the night. Quick reminder, by the way, for the two teams, they're both going to be playing games this coming weekend. Duluth FC will be next in action this Saturday, May 13th, taking on the Sioux Falls Thunder FC, starting at 4 p.m. right here at Walt Hunting Stadium. Hopefully we won't have torrential downpours for that one. I don't think we're supposed to. But that'll give this field a couple days to dry out.
I know this week is supposed to be a little scattered with storms and stuff,
Okay.
but I think this weekend, it starts to lighten up.
Yeah, I think this is supposed to be the heavy day of the week. I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
Yeah, so 4 p.m. will be the opening kick of that one. 3:45 the pregame. Craig and I will be here for that contest. Meanwhile, for Superior City, they'll be next in action the following day, Sunday, May 14th, taking on Union de Bateau FC at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium across the bridge. That'll be a 3 p.m. opening kick for the Navy, taking on Bateau in that one. So that's what's coming up next for the two teams. In the meantime, like we said, we're going to try to have this game rescheduled. The Twin Ports Cup for 2026 is always kind of a fun event, and hoping to get this one back in. It's going to be a little bit tight as far as the scheduling goes. Duluth FC is in the midst of a playoff push, and Superior City is coming down to the end of their regular season. But in the meantime, this game has officially been postponed. We appreciate you folks who tuned in for about 31 minutes. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. And down the line, we hope you join us for more Duluth FC soccer here on the iFan Sports Network. So for Craig Morrissey, this is Matt Johnson signing off for the evening here from Walt Hunting Stadium in Marv Heikkinen Field here in Duluth, Minnesota. Duluth FC and Superior City FC officially rained out here in the Twin Ports Cup for 2026. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be talking again on Saturday. This has been Duluth FC Soccer, sponsored by Spira St. Luke's, Sears Aircraft, and VW of Duluth on the iFan Sports Network.